Thank God you're here, because today we're going to show you why our rental agreement from Philadelphia was the key for me to get my visa in order to move to Denmark.
Welcome to Road Trotting. We're Derek and Mike, an American couple living in Copenhagen since 2017. If it's your first time here, our channel is all about living abroad and traveling the world. Every Thursday, we drop our most candid advice and tips based on our experience as expats and explorers.
Today we're talking about all the ways that you can become an expat. So if you want to move abroad, you're in the right place.
Now, if you want to be an expat, one of the ways you can do it is to find a job overseas. Now, that sounds a lot easier than it actually is. And that's because different countries may have very strict visa requirements to let you get a job in that country. Usually, in order to get a visa to work in a certain country, you already have to have a job lined up. And to get a job lined up, it can be really hard. And finding a job overseas usually isn't just as simple as going onto a job board and trying to find something and applying for it. One of the things you're going to have to do is network. You're going to have to start making connections with people in the country where you want to live. This is going to be easier if you work in some specialized fields. These are usually areas where they're more inclined to want expats because it's hard to find domestic workers.
Now, another way that people find themselves living abroad is by studying abroad. Studying abroad can often be a stepping stone to getting a job abroad because student visas often allow you the ability to work several hours a week or get an internship while you're in your studies. That's a great way to network and make connections that you can use to get a job in that foreign country after you graduate and finish your program. No matter what, studying abroad or doing a degree program in a foreign university is a great way to test out expat life and see if living abroad might be something you want to do later on in life.
A great option to try living in a foreign country for a little while is a working holiday visa. Working holiday visas are designed to let you live in a country for a shorter period of time, typically no more than 1 or 2 years, and to work in industries that need seasonal help, like hospitality and service industries. Now, one concern with the working holiday visa is you may not get to work in the country where you want to go. And that's because working holiday visas are based on reciprocal agreements between countries. So make sure you look to see where your home country will allow you to work on a working holiday visa.
Teaching is a great opportunity if you're looking to move abroad. That can be done in one of two ways. If you have a background in education, you can look for jobs at an American or an international school in another country. If you don't have a background in education already, you're not out of luck. What you can do is look for a job teaching English in another country. This is going to require that you get a certification in teaching English as a foreign language, or a TEFL. Once you have that certification, you can start applying for jobs teaching English in low proficiency English countries. That's going to mean Eastern Europe, Asia, or South America. Now, if you're interested in this path and you want to hear about somebody with a little more expertise, we actually have the story of Joel, our friend who did the same thing moving from the UK to Korea in order to teach English. You can find Joel's story on ropetrotting.com, our blog. We'll leave a link to that post in the video description below.
Another way to become an expat is to get a job transfer from the company you're already working for. This is actually the route that I took to come to Denmark from the US. Obviously, this only applies if you already work for an international company. So if you don't work for one now, seek out a company that may have offices in countries where you want to live. If you want to be transferred abroad, make sure you make it very well known within your company. Notify your manager, put it in your development plan, and start building a network around the world. You never know when you'll meet the right person that ends up being your gateway to your new home abroad.
One reason that a lot of people move abroad is for love, but it's not always quite that easy. You see, many countries have strict requirements for moving abroad to be reunited with your partner. They require proof of your relationship and how long you've been together. That might mean that you need to provide documents like a marriage license or a rental agreement to prove how long you've been with your partner. Unfortunately, your Facebook status won't count.
If you want to move abroad and have a more culturally immersive experience, a great option is to be an au pair. Now, traditionally, au pairs were for young women that wanted to live abroad with a family, but nowadays, both men and women can be au pairs. The coolest part about being an au pair is you get to live with a family, so you get to experience life as a local. Now, being an au pair isn't for everyone, because typically it's only for younger adults. Most countries only allow you to be an au pair up to age 25 or 30. So make sure if you want to do this, you think about it early and begin to apply.
Another way to move abroad is to get an entrepreneur visa. That means that you're looking to start a business in another country. Now, if you know anything about Denmark and the Nordic countries where we live, you probably are aware that they have a fantastic startup scene. part of this is because they issue a lot of entrepreneur visas, meaning they're willing to give people a chance to live in the country if you're starting a business. Now, there's a little more involved in this type of visa. You're going to have to show that you have a dedicated business plan and the finances to start up a business. So if you're somebody with an entrepreneurial mindset and you want to see new places, this could be a great way for you to do both.
Our favorite kind of visa is what's known as the golden visa. All you got to do is show up with cash. Some countries will actually issue you a visa if you're willing to invest a significant amount of money, and we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you have a lot of cash and you want to find your way into a new country, this is a great way to go. This is the part of the video where we tell you to like and subscribe, but if you think you can get a golden visa, you should also leave us a comment below because we really want to be friends with you.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it and maybe inspired you to become an expat yourself. At least now you know how. Also, subscribe to our channel because every Thursday we drop new videos featuring information about becoming an expat, living abroad, travel, and all kinds of topics. So subscribe to Robe Trotting and catch us next week too. Bye.